Williams remain a bit of an enigma, in terms of who was their technical director. Their team principal was obviously decided very late and came as a big surprise to all of us. Where are they getting their big support from, which, is clearly Mercedes, and that comes across in various areas of the car. But yeah, you say it's been a very quiet winter, terrible season for them last year on the back of a number of other, sad to say, terrible seasons. But the car that we see here gives me a bit of hope for them. And it'll actually make me sound slightly hypocritical in terms of what I've said about some other teams, in that they've designed a really conventional car. Now, for some other teams, and I know I was quite critical of McLaren, they need to be pushing forwards. Williams need just to be getting into the midfield. So creating a conventional car with lots of bits copied from lots of other cars is a good approach for them. It gets them into the ballpark, and from there, hopefully they can progress. So they've created a car that has, all this magic mix of the stuff that was seen on every other car, quite a low, heavily loaded middle front wing, very shallow crash structure to allow the airflow to come up and start creating these two vortices that go under the floor, under that, scallop nose section. Side pods, a mix of Ferrari, Alpine, Red Bull, it's all kind of there, and it's all very sensible and very logical. And everything else on the car, they've gone away from the extreme concept that they ran last year. Even the roll hoop is much smaller, although the central bodywork is surprisingly chunky, and then it goes out in the big cannon exit at the back. It's kind of got, F1 2023 bingo, every box has been ticked. They've got the full house of design details. So the question really is that going to make them jump up into the midfield, or is it just going to mean that they're going to be hanging on the back of the midfield that little bit better than they were last year, with the occasional flash of brilliance, as we did see from them last year, certainly after they had that mid-season update. So things are looking slightly better. Yeah, not a lot of sponsorship or conspicuous cash around on the teams, and again, lots of big changes for the car, lots of budget, lots of ATR resources eaten up developing that car. What have they got left to keep that car improving through the season, other than just the diligent work of the race engineers making the most of the car, making the most of the tyres?